name is Ethan, and today we are back on ASMRCraft. Okay, it's been like 2 weeks, maybe 3. I think it's been 3 weeks. So sorry about that. The day after the pub crawl, I got sick with the thing I cannot say. You know, the big C. For 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It wasn't that bad. It was like one day was really, really bad, and then every day afterwards for 2 weeks was like fine. Like my throat hurt and like, you know, a few things, but fine. But not happy about it. Because like, what the hell? It was because my brother's in secondary school still, and yeah, secondary schools are gross. So he got sick and he gave it to all of us, and then he didn't even get sick. That's what makes me so mad. It makes me so mad. He didn't even get sick. Ignore the stuff behind me. I'll go over that in a second. He didn't even get sick. Because he had a big trip that he was going on for school, to Germany, and he had to test with the thing tests multiple times. Never got it. He never had it, and he still doesn't have it because I had to test when they were there as well. I'm so mad that he gave it to all of us but never got it himself. I mean, I'm not that mad because, like, yeah, I'm glad he got to go to his trip, but like, the entire time he's been in Germany having the time of his life, we've all been sick in bed. But anyway, yeah, I'm feeling a lot better now. Yeah, well, I've been feeling better for a while. The issue was that I couldn't talk. My throat hurt, and you could hear me wheezing. So, I just got rid of all of that. But this. So, we built this for the pub crawl. Then I built these houses, which I did on camera. The footage corrupted, so I lost all of that. Make it a boat, please. I want him to live there. That's so funny. But yeah, most of these houses aren't going to be furnished because that would suck. That would really, really suck to furnish all these houses. So it's just this one here, and then the one at the very start, which is the start one, is the only one that's like done. Well, it's not furnished, but like the inside is done. That room is furnished. I'll go through that in a second. Wow, oh, this wall isn't done. Right, need to do that. But we have the outside area, which is also not done. This is where the train is gonna go. But this front room is done because I thought, okay, so on October the 6th, which is a Sunday at 9 p.m. BST, I'm running a D&D campaign for some people on ASMRCraft for a charity event. It will be streamed. Right now, the confirmed players are Medic, Oblivion, and Demi, and those are the confirmed players because there's a few people who want to and should be available on the day and time, but they can't confirm ahead of time. So we don't know. That could be everyone, or it might not be. But even if it is everyone, that's enough to play with just us. But yeah, I'm not really sure how to do this because it's online. What I'm going to show on my screen is the player stats. Everyone's little oh, I'm the DM. Did I say that? I'm the dungeon master they're going to be playing. And on my stream, I'm going to show just like the basics of stats for their characters. I could actually show you. I do have it. Let me go grab it. And then my little VTuber will go down in the little corner underneath the ASMRCraft D&D thing, and then you should be able to see. So they've got the class and level, the background, player name, race, which is now species, and the newest thing, which I both agree with and don't. It's a bit clinical, but I do understand the need to change it. Alignment, experience, then just their stat boosts, and then like armor class, stuff like that, and little notes. those are just everyone there. That's what's going to be on my screen. I don't know what they want to show. If they want to just have their full screen and show, because I don't know who's doing digital and who's doing paper. I've given them like a few options. You can write out your character sheet on just paper. You can do it with like D&D Beyond or something else. So depending on what they're doing, I guess they can choose what they show on stream, if they're even streaming. I'm totally down with them also not streaming if they don't want to. But if they want, we can have a little thing. Either way, I'm really in a D&D mood right now, so I wanted to make a little D&D table. Because I have DM'd twice, when I was 15. Like 4 years ago. No, it would have been no, I wasn't 15 then. This is so irritating, I realized this recently. It was January of 2020. It was the first time I played D&D. How old was I? I can't remember, 16 maybe. Yeah, January of 2020. And I was wondering, why did we only play twice? We did it once in person and once online. Why did we do that? Oh yeah, I remember. Very, very upsetting. Anyway, I think that's all of the updates. We did the D&D stuff. We talked about the buildings. We talked about the other stuff. I think that's it. Oh, I'm going away so I'm gonna be gone Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday and Saturday I think I'll take to just work out the D&D stuff. So I have no idea how many videos are going to be posted this week. I think I've kind of given up a little bit on the experimental stuff, just because I gave myself the freedom to do it, and immediately, well, to be fair, I've been sick for about half of this month, so it's not like I really had the opportunity to do anything. But I don't know, I guess if I ever just want to do something, I'll do it and just put a pause on stuff. But there's no use putting a pause on stuff now, because like I'm gonna not want to do anything then. It's really irritating. But yeah, that's just the way my brain works, I guess. Okay. So I want some bricks. We're doing the aquarium. Did I even say that? I don't think I did. We're doing the aquarium. Which a big part of it, so the way I'm viewing this, it was originally meant to be based off of Galway's aquarium, but not anymore. So we're gonna be doing yeah, we're gonna be doing it just our own stuff. So the way I'm viewing this is like it was a small enough building that they then renovated to be bigger. So half of this is going to be brick and the other half is going to be quartz and light blue concrete. No, light blue terracotta is what we're going to do. So let's try and remember what we're doing here. Right, I think I've done this the wrong way. This is meant to be like that, I think, to make it two. Okay, I do have screenshots of them, so let me go pull those up for me, for myself. By the way, I'm recording this right like 2 hours before Minecraft Live, which is why I'm not talking about the new update. Although I have seen every single leak, so I could technically, but I'm gonna hold off and just hope and pray that it gets better, because it doesn't look that good, guys. It's not that the update doesn't look good, I just visually, all of the new stuff looks bad, which, I mean, I'm sure it's like really unfinished, but it yeah, doesn't look great, guys, which sucks, but we'll deal. Okay. So we want. This makes me so happy, by the way. A lot of people haven't been on recently, and now there's like 6 people on at once. Which is nice. People have been kind of mean about it, if I'm being real. Like, I get that nobody's been playing, but it's because nobody's been playing. It's just an unfortunate cycle of no one wants to play alone, so then nobody plays because nobody's playing. It's really irritating. Okay, I think that is how tall it goes. Right, that's the entrance here. Then this is all brick. Like this. Okay. I'm gonna need so much brick, dude. I needed so much for those houses over there. I don't know, I've never really liked brick, but I've suddenly discovered that it's actually really cool. Is that right? I feel like I changed what the sides look like. No, I didn't. Right, that's right. Okay. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yes, it is, right. Okay. And then we want to go as far as the other way. Or, well, you know what I mean. Right. I think it's, let me see. It's 1, 2. 1, 2. Then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. I believe. Yeah. So that's how tall we're, or how far along we are with that. Let me count how tall this goes. That's 3, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. We go that tall. Okay, we still have enough bricks, I think. Well, we do not have enough bricks, but we have some bricks. God, this is so weird. I haven't recorded in, like, genuinely, it's been a very long time. But yeah. It's just very much when things happen, they happen all at once, which sucks. Like, I got sick and depressed at the same time, and then, yeah. Not so great. And then I got sick and depressed again. It's like, please, just 5 seconds to breathe would be great. Life. Okay, 1, 2. Cool. And then that's how. Oh wait, it's actually different over here. Right, what's my balance at? Oh, God. Okay. Balance is not very good. Well, we're gonna have to try. Right, warp swan. There is still, by the way, if any admins are watching this, there is still a warp to my house, which is fine. But you know, it warps directly to my house, which is cool, but also a bit strange. I mean, nobody's used it while I've been on, so I don't know. Okay. Breaks 1 to 50. Okay, I'm gonna get 2 stacks. Because I think that's all I'll need. I'm not gonna buy quartz because I have so much, because I removed the quartz on the other buildings. That's glass, right? Terracotta, not concrete. Glazed terracotta. Do you have normal terracotta? Do we have normal terracotta? I feel like we do. Do we not? Colored concrete. I mean, I could do concrete, but that's so to be dull. I also will. Okay, I don't think there is terracotta. Right. We'll just go to warp. You know what? I actually want to show you guys. So I don't know that I'm actually going to continue this. I got really into not video games. Well, yeah, but board games. I got really into board games, which I do every once in a while, because I have this board game that I love that I've only played twice. What is it called? Haunting at House on the Hill. Betrayal at House on the Hill. I think. Getting some things mixed up, I think. Betrayal at House on the Hill. I think so. But yeah, I own that. I got it for Christmas. I've only been able to play it twice. The only 2 times I was able to convince my parents to play it with me because it was my birthday and they had to. Never played it since, so I wanted to make it in Minecraft because I thought that would be cool. And I do think it is still cool. The issue is that I was doing that because I was like, that's the only way I'm gonna get people to play those kinds of games with me. Which this is how anxiety works, guys. I was like, I need an excuse to get people to play with me. So if I spend ages building this and make it look cool, then people will have to play at least once. But then I got the fuck over myself and got the courage to message Medic about the D&D thing, which again, I still need an excuse. I said, hey, we could do it for charity, which I'm always down for, but that was just so that I didn't feel stupid for asking him. And then he was like, yeah, that sounds awesome. So now we're doing that. So I don't know if I'm still going to continue this, but this is the board with all the tiles. I was going to build mini rooms. I could actually show you in the build world. You know what? I will, because I don't know if I'm actually going to do this. So I may as well show you. Right, that's spoilers for the thing here. So the way I've done it, right, this is the living room, right, let's say. So you start in this room, ignore these. You start in this room, and these are how you roll dice. So you could do like a 2, okay. So on the dice in the board game, you get 2 sides are 0s, 2 sides are 1s, 2 sides are 2s. That's the things you roll for your different places. You get different stats for all of the different characters. So if you had a speed of 3, you could move 3 rooms. And there are set characters that you pick from. And then it's essentially, you have this whole board that's all covered. You can't see any of the tiles. In real life, you take a card out of the deck and place it down, and that's how you build out the house. In this, I would just have to randomly build them and move them around every time we played. So I guess I don't know if I would ever be able to play it because I would know where everything is, but I don't know. I like building things. I'm very much the kind of person who prefers to build something and then give it to others to enjoy. That's where I get the enjoyment from it. So then you move throughout the house. Each room has a symbol on it for either an event, an item, or it's a raven. I can't remember what it's called. It's a raven. The event card, you just pick up an event, you read it, you do whatever it says. The item card, you get an item. The raven means that you are taking an item that has a raven on it. It has a specific name, I can't remember it. You have the item that has a raven on it, and you make a haunt roll. And for every time you get a raven, you add a dice to the roll. So for the first roll, you just roll 1 dice, then you roll 2, 3, 4, etc. If I think it's if the number that all the dice add up to ever hits or exceeds 5, that's when the haunt starts. The haunt, whoever pulled the card So one of you is the bad guy, but not necessarily. It tells you who the haunt revealer is. So it could be the person, or the one who's gonna haunt everyone. It could be the person beside the haunt revealer. It could be none of them. You know, it could be this whole thing. Or it could be someone with a specific item, you know. But the way I was gonna do this is where it tells you what you get. So living room, 1 event, 2 items. So that would mean that you have to take the event. So we got the stairs. There are lights in the dim ceiling twinkling across the entire room. There are too many of them to count. What are they? Stairs, eyes. Choose a trait before continuing. Let's say sanity. Roll a dice, +5, gain 1 in that chosen trait. 4, lose 1 in that trait. 0 to 3, heal the chosen trait, or nothing happens. Right? So you have to take 1 event. And then anytime someone comes into this room, they can take an item. And there are 2 items in this room total. So I got a leather jacket. Add 1 to the result of defense rolls. You know, and that would be how you build it out. And then you would get the ravens and you would have to do the haunt rolls. It's a little bit complicated. I hope I explained that right. It's a little bit complicated, but it's fun. And I've only played it twice, so I would love to play it again. But that's why I was building this. And oh my god, it would be like, this is like, I think over 20 stacks of black concrete. Doesn't look like it, but it is. So like, it would be a big undertaking. So I guess that's my backup if people decide that the D&D was fun, but let's not do it again. That's my backup. I'm gonna make that. I'm just obsessed with board games. I really love them. It's unfortunate for someone who has no friends in real life. It's like I have no one to play board games with me. Very sad. Which is why I'm constantly trying to find ways to do them online. Okay. Let me see. How did I do this? Okay. But yeah, that's a project I was working on off camera. Because so far it's been just placing black concrete. But yeah. Right, and what's on this back wall? Right. Why did I do that? Who knows? It's like that for some reason, instead of what it has always been. Oh, I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate as well, because I was like, if we end up not doing this D&D thing, I need to have an outlet. So I've been playing Baldur's Gate, and I'm 22 hours of playtime, but only 18 hours into the campaign. Don't ask how that's happened. I guess I spend too much time refreshing. I don't know. That's an upsetting amount of time to have been replaying the game, by the way. Because I do think those are hours that I've replayed. But yeah, I was doing that, and yeah, 18 hours in. And I just got the achievement for having finished Act 1. Guys, I thought I finished Act 1 ages ago. I really, really did. I just finished Act 1, which is the first time I've finished Act 1. Turns out, I really thought I'd already done it multiple times. No, this is the furthest I've ever gotten in the game. And I can't believe that Act 1 is so far into the game. Dude, when I got the achievement, I had to just get up and leave. What do you mean, finished Act 1 18 hours in? Like, I don't want to complain, because, like, awesome, the game was expensive as hell. I would hope that this game has a lot of stuff, but what do you mean? But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it. It did make me cry yesterday. I don't want to spoil anything, but I got the cutscene about Gale and the orb. The specific one before the end of Act 1 made me cry. I felt really bad. I really, really did. And I still do. But yeah, I love my character, because this is the thing. I had to get attached to the character. That's what I needed to do to actually play this game, was like completely fall in love with my character. So I play a sorcerer, Satar, because I found a mod to him so much. I'm so attached. Yeah, I will say, he is an OC that I already had, that I loved a lot, that I adapted for Baldur's Gate 3. And if I were to remake him in Baldur's Gate 3, he would be a bird, not a sorcerer. Sorcerer I picked because that's what I wanted to be at the time. It doesn't really fit him very well. So I would have picked bird maybe instead, but yeah, he's my guy. I love him so much. I'm so attached to him. But yeah, I'm literally just playing with the default few people. It's me, Asterion, Shadowheart, and Gale. And I've tried to switch out Shadowheart because I do not like her. She cannot hate anything for the life of her, but I've gotten attached now. But yeah, fun. I've been doing that. And my character is romancing Gale. And I'm so mad about this. I decided not to romance Asterion because I recently, I just think that he'd be better off with a friend rather than a romantic partner. And how do I do this? I think it's 3. He'd be better off with a friend rather than a romantic partner. So I decided not to go with Asterion, even though I really like him. And I've successfully romanced Asterion accidentally, and I'm not very happy about it. Because I tried so hard in every other one that I tried to do. I tried so hard, and I've never done it. And then the one time I accidentally do it, at least I didn't hurt his feelings, I don't think. But yeah, I'm not happy about it, guys. That is the other issue with Baldur's Gate. I kind of go through phases of whether or not romance kind of makes me feel icky. Because I'm arrow ace, I don't know how many times I've said that. Probably too much and also not enough. So, like, sometimes romance just gives me the ick. Like, it genuinely makes my skin crawl. So it kind of just depends on how I'm feeling on the day. Right now it's fine. It's cute even. I think Gale and Leo are really cute together, but yeah. That was, I think, the main reason I stopped my Baldur's Gate playthrough was because, yeah, romance genuinely just started to make me feel sick at some point, and I couldn't do it anymore. Also, it is just so much easier to play a game rather than record it. It just really is. It doesn't mean that it's not fun when you record it, because it is, right? If it wasn't, like, there's absolutely no way I'd be playing Until Dawn for the first time on camera. If I didn't think it was going to be fun, I wouldn't be doing that. I wouldn't do that to myself. I'm so excited about this game. But yeah. I'm really excited about it. Honestly, this next week is going to be insanely good as long as everything goes well. Because I feel better now, my mom does as well. We're going to see Hamilton this week, which I'm really excited about. It's not my favorite musical. I feel like I always need to preface that by saying, like, I like Hamilton. It's not my favorite, but this is the first time it's come to Ireland. I can't not go. Also, it was a birthday present, which I'm very grateful for. I'm just excited to go. But yeah, we're going this week, and I'm very excited about it. For a while, I wasn't sure if we were actually going to be able to go. Oh, that was loud. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to go, because my mom was still really sick, but it should be fine. I mean, she's not sick anymore, so it will be fine. But yeah, I'm like, all of us are testing negative at this point, so it's fine. But yeah, kind of really worried for a while there. Although I did find out, which is really sweet, that if my mom hadn't been able to go, my dad would have taken me, and he fucking hates musicals, guys. shopping district. It's always embarrassing buying from people when they're online. I don't know why. It just is. I'm like, here's your money. I'm gonna run and pretend I didn't buy from you. Okay, which way are we going? This way, I think. That scared me the first time it did that. It really did. I'm so glad there's so many people online. I'm really, really glad. Okay, what color do I grab if I want? I want light blue, so I just get normal terracotta and dye it, I think. Is this too deep? It is. Let me just do this. Okay. That goes for so long now. You know, I always do this where I get really used to having really good tools. Because Void ASMR set up how do I describe this? It's for Patreons, but he invited a few of us to come and play on it. And man, my brain is so just stuck on this type of Minecraft where I already have all the tools that I just can't play on that server for more than like a little bit, because I just lose my mind with how slow everything is, which is bad, by the way. It's bad that my brain does that, but it just is the way it is. It's why I haven't played anything but ASMRCraft, because I'm just used to this now. Because this is the first time where I've gotten netherite tools other than Bedrock, which I don't think it counts because I never really used them. I think I got them in like the last episode, so it didn't count. This is the first time I've like actually just gotten really good tools. But anyway, guys, I'm so excited about the D&D thing. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I've literally, okay, this is insane. I've been waking up in the middle of the night with ideas for it and having to, because I'm not good at, okay, I think D&D is the perfect method of writing for me, because I can write out the outline, and then I'm good at just making shit up on the spot. So I have the outline of like, this is what happens here. Here are a few things that you can describe, and then I'm just gonna describe it. And that's what I'm good at, right? I'm not good at putting words down after thinking them as if I'm talking. I'm not good at putting that straight down on paper. So I've been leaving voice notes on my phone every time I wake up in the middle of the night, like, oh, this would be good. I just record on my phone really quick, and it's so hard to figure out what the hell I'm saying. Because also, for some reason, when I'm tired, my brain just resorts to whispering, but like completely like this kind of whispering, like as quiet as you possibly can kind of whispering. I can't make out anything I'm saying. I'm gonna have to send it I'm gonna have to email it to myself, download it on my PC, and then just up the volume on it so that I can understand what the hell I'm saying, which is so funny. But yeah, you could say I'm a little excited about the D&D stuff. Guys, I love D&D so much. I'm so excited. I really, really am. I really hope they like it as much as I do. Well, I don't know if that's possible. I hope they like it. Yeah, because God, it's just so much fun, and I hope I'm good at it. I think I'm good at it, but I've only done it a few times. And the people I was playing with, to be fair to them, I don't think they were the right people to play D&D with. Not that there's necessarily a wrong person to play D&D, but there are people who will like it and there are people who won't, and they weren't sure if they would like it, which I think is the immediate indicator of they might not like it. If they're like, maybe, then they probably won't like it. cohesive storylines. Rather than just making like a fantasy world, I'm sticking to the smaller things, and then building out from there. But yeah, it's folk horror. I can't say that word. I've just remembered I can't say that word. How am I gonna do this? It's folk horror. Yeah, folk horror, which is my favorite genre of anything ever. I'm so happy that won the poll. I was so happy it won. But yeah, that's what we're doing, which is exciting. And I've been writing a lot for it. I rewatched the Dungeons and Dragons movie as well, because I've seen it like a million times, but now I watched it with the perspective of trying to think of all the places where this was very clearly the DM telling the character to do, or like this was very clearly a dice roll, that kind of thing. Like there's a part where Simon is one of the characters, he's a sorcerer, he's doing magic, and while he's doing like really little tricks of like making a flame on his finger and stuff like that, he's secretly stealing stuff out of everyone's pockets. And then he spots the two main characters, and he is shocked to see them because they're meant to be in jail. And it's very clearly like he had to roll to keep his concentration to not drop everything. He failed, he dropped everything. Then people were like, oh my god, he's stealing our stuff. And then he had to roll to convince them that it was just a part of the act. And it's very clearly he failed, and they yelled at him that he was lying. It's just fun to see all those little things, because it's also good to see, because you don't want failure to just be bad, right? D&D, a lot of it is failing. Like, failure is part of it, and failure is meant to be fun in Dungeons & Dragons. Okay, did not mean to do that. Like, half of D&D is failing, half of it is succeeding. Both halves should be fun. And, you want your characters to be able to fail, but if they fail, it has to be fun. You can't just have them fail. It has to be something, right? Yeah, I don't know how else to explain that, but it's like, especially how they failed, right? So when you roll to try and do something, you roll a d20, which is 20-sided dice, and if you roll a 20, that's an immediate critical success. You've just won. You don't have to add anything to the roll, because like if you're really strong and you want to throw something, you might have a +2 to any strength rolls, right? If you get a 20, you can still add that stuff, but it doesn't matter. You've automatically succeeded, and your success will also be cool because you hit the 20. The DM will incorporate something like you did it really well, right? It wasn't just that you did it really, really well. And if you would get a 1, you do not add any modifiers. It means you've critically failed, and you'll fail in a funny way, in maybe a way that punishes you, or who knows. Like recently, someone tried to do an attack roll, they got a critical 1, so instead of just missing, they hit one of their fellow players, which is fine for them because they're all pretty high level. That's okay. I wouldn't do that in my campaign because I think the highest hit points someone will have is like 14, so can't really do that, but stuff like that, right? If they succeed really, really well, they should get something out of it, but if they fail like miserably, then there needs to be a little bit of a thing that happens because of it, essentially, which is fun. And just seeing the different ways in which they do that in the show or in the movie, it's fun because D&D is just a lot of talking and describing things and explaining how things happen. To like see it actually visually play out quickly without any breaks of like, roll the dice, oh you did badly, here's how it goes wrong. Just to immediately see that and imagine all of the different dice rolls behind the scenes and how the dungeon master working these out in the movie. It was very interesting. I don't know if any of that made sense. It was very interesting to see. Okay, next I need some of this, so I'm going to go, I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna get a bunch of tuff, and I will be back once I have enough. Okay, I don't know if I have enough, but I have a lot, and whoops, right, I had to take that off because I was being attacked. I don't know if I have enough, but we're gonna go with it. Oh god, I've immediately forgotten. I think, right, it should be like this. I think, actually, not that one. I didn't realize, by the way, I do think it's all pre-show stuff, but Minecraft Live actually starts in an hour. I do think it's all pre-show. I will say I'm not that confident about this new update so far. I mean, we haven't even gotten the announcement yet. It sounded cool in theory with all the leaks. I mean, actually, by the time you see this, you'll know already. So the Pale Garden, right, in theory, sounds cool. The White Wood, hell yeah. I've been wanting White Wood for ages. My issues, the mob looks fine. I will say, devastated that it wasn't for the end, because I really did think that maybe it was an end biome. When we first saw what the sneak peeks, they weren't sneak peeks, the leaks, when we saw the leaks of the creaking, I was excited. I thought it was for the end. It's not. Unless it is. And maybe the leaks were wrong. I don't know. This is all pre-show stuff that I'm talking about. Like, I don't even know if this is it. Maybe there's some other stuff also happening in this update. I hope so, because for the grass. That's my main issue. The grass looks so bad. It genuinely looks like they've just desaturated grass, and it looks really awful. And I don't like the way the biome looks at all. Color-wise, it looks gross. It looks like they've literally taken the saturation of things and turned it down. And I'm really hoping it gets better. I'm assuming it will, right? Because the armadillo originally looked awful as well, and then they updated it, and it looked really cool. So we're just gonna hope that that's what they do this time. You know, I'm sure they will, right? Especially because the update hasn't even been announced yet, and all of the thoughts have been basically negative. It was originally positive. At least I will say, yeah, everything looks bad except the actual blocks, which is really all I care about. I'll just never go to the biomes if they end up looking ugly. No, this is right. Okay, I was confused for a second there. This is fine. But yeah, I'm just hoping things get better. But I'm excited to see what they're gonna do, because mob vote is no longer a thing. So are they going to add in a mob to compensate, is what I'm wondering. Are we getting another just passive mob? Because I want more passive mobs. I don't care that people think they're useless. I want more mobs that just don't do anything. I mean, I would prefer that they do something, but I'm fine with mobs just not having a purpose other than just to exist. That's fine by me. We're not even slightly gonna have enough. That's totally fine by me. I'm down. Yeah, that's just kind of how I'm viewing it. So I'm wondering, are they going to add more mobs that are not in the vote, obviously? Really the two updates that I think everyone wanted, so I'm surprised they didn't do either of them, it looks like, is an update to add in everything that lost the votes, right? Everything they said would get added, said would get added, even though they lost. Do an update to add in all those things. Or, oh, I fucked this. Wait, no, I didn't. It's fine. Either add in an update. Either add an update to fix or to add in everything that lost the mob vote, or an end update. That's all anyone really wants. More stuff would be cool. I'm totally down for more new stuff. But right now, the game desperately needs an end update, and we also really would like to have everything that should have been in the game by now. Like, there are stuff, I do think they've gotten better at it. I think they've pretty much added most things that lost, but we were told would get added in. But like, weren't we supposed to get ostriches and termites? Where are those? And like, vultures, weren't those part of the mob vote that, the mob vote where we were told they would be added eventually, even if they lost, right? Or are those not mobs that were going to be added? I don't know. All I remember is that the Moo Bloom was not ever going to be added unless it won the vote. So that's the one I really care about. But I don't know. I don't know, to be honest, guys. I keep doing this. I'm not. Okay. It's not this one. It's these two. But yeah, that's my kind of thoughts on it. I guess I'll be excited to see what they add, but I don't know. I do try to be more optimistic than I think a lot of people are when it comes to Mojang. Like, I get it, it's a video game. Those are not easy to make, especially one as big and as loved as Minecraft. That's a lot of work. I will say, this is the one and only time where I kind of agree with the modders did it better, because in, I think, less than 24 hours, someone took the concept of what was leaked and made something that looks immediately 1,000 times better. And something that I think would legitimately fit into the game. So I do think sometimes people are right. But sometimes people are just assholes. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm hyped because I feel like I have to be. I don't want to go into a Minecraft Live not excited, because Minecraft Live is one of my favorite things ever. I really do love it. So I want to go in trying to be optimistic, but it does not look good, guys. It does not look good. I will give them that the mob looks pretty cool. I'll give them that. The mob looks very cool. It's really just the grass and the color is throwing me off. White is fine. It just looks like they literally grayscaled a grass block, and it doesn't look good. Is my issue with it. Just change the colors, maybe. It'd be nice. But I don't know. I also don't want to be like that, because I want them to add genuinely as many wood types as they possibly can. There's someone has this picture of a color palette where each wood is assigned to a color. You know, we've got red wood, pink wood, blue wood, purple wood, stuff like that. And we are missing quite a few colors. I would absolutely love for them to do a wood type for every color. I really, really would. I really, really would. See what I did there? Whoops. I really do think that would be cool. And would be cool. But I don't know. I said in my last video, did I talk about this in my last video? I said in my last video about Balamori, which is a show I watched as a kid, about how it inspired the which is so strange. And I think some of the original cast is coming back, which is cool. But yeah. Oh, sorry, I just remembered. I recently tried mochi ice cream for the first time. I was gonna do a video on it, but it was right when I got really sick. And I just, you know, when you have a really sore throat, nothing feels better than ice cream. So I ate those. I could barely taste them, but I ate them anyway. And oh my god, they were so good. I was worried I wouldn't like them because I don't really like very strange textured things, but I liked these. I liked these a lot. They were very good, and they were okay. Nobody can judge me for the flavor. All right. I don't know if this is a universal experience. Never talked to someone outside of Ireland about this, or inside, to be fair. When something is flavored popcorn, it normally means it's gonna taste like caramel. So I got salted popcorn flavored mochi ice cream, and it tasted like caramel, and it was so good. There are these popcorn ice creams in Little, I think they're Little Zone, a brand, I don't know. They're like caramel popcorn, salted popcorn ice creams. They are so good. I know they sound gross. They're one of the nicest things I've ever had in my life. The mochi ice cream was really good as well, because it was between that or passion fruit, and I don't like passion fruit really. I mean, I don't not like it. It was just that. So I kind of get obsessed with foods. Let me finish this. I get obsessed with foods a lot. And for about 4 years, I would eat like multiple frozen yogurt pots that were always flavored passion fruit. I would eat multiple every day because I really liked them. I don't know, I got really obsessed with them. And I cannot stomach even the thought of eating anything flavored passion fruit anymore. I really, really can't. It just makes me feel so ill to think about. So, I don't eat passion fruit things anymore. Which is fun. Let me see how we're feeling about the size in here. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm excited about this. And then this is a touch tank, I think. It's not. We might have to get rid of these windows. I didn't think. Right, okay, we're gonna have to get rid of a lot of these windows. I did not think of that. I thought all the ones over here were touch tanks. I was wrong. Okay. Well, we get rid of these. Like that, and I think we can keep that one. But we need to get rid of these. Okay, I need to buy more thing. But yeah, just can't stomach passion fruit. So I got the popcorn ones, and I'm so glad I did because they were so good. They were in super value. I've been looking for mochi ice cream everywhere my entire life. Not my entire life, but for like 5 years. And they were in Little ones, but I didn't have money on me, and they're expensive. They're expensive. They're not that expensive, but it's like the box I bought was 6 mochi ice creams, and it was almost €7, so it was more than €1 per, which kind of insane, but like worth it to me. Absolutely no way was I gonna ever ask my parents to buy that for me when it was something I knew only I would like, and it's not like that expensive, but it's expensive for what you get. So I obviously just never bought it, and then by the time I had my own money, they were no longer in Little, which I'm still mad about. But yeah, I found them in a super value, which was pretty cool. Okay, how long have we been going? We've been going long enough. I think I'm gonna end it here. I'll gather more of this in the next video, and we will do the inside. But that's gonna be it for today. today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in the next one.